About? Hey everybody, M13 here, and I have a special Christmas video for you guys this year. Recently I put up a video where I talked about a family's plight. The long story short, the grandmother got cancer, and the grandfather refused, and all the hospitals said it was hopeless, but the grandfather refused to let her go, so he found a specialist who honestly has some success with beating like that type of cancers, but it was expensive. So the man spent his life savings trying to save his wife, and even I think it was the man's mother, like the great-grandmother or the mother's mother, the grandmother's mother, great-grandmother, sold their house to raise money, and they split it up between them and some other children, and they used that as well. And now but you know, it bought her a few more months, but she still ended up passing away. And the grandfather now is alone, and he spent his life savings trying to save his wife, and he's living with one of his grandchildren because he lost his own home. So I made a video about that, and my viewers are very generous, and they sent in a lot of money, and now I'm taking that money to him. And this is the cool thing. He has no idea. He doesn't even know that the video was put up. He's not a big YouTube fan, I guess. And he speaks English. He speaks good English, believe it or not. So it should be interesting. Yeah, I'm going to go meet with the guy. I'm going to hand him over $3,000 cash. And today is December 24th, so it's Christmas Eve day. Yeah, so it should be a nice surprise. Yeah, and that's what this video is. And but before we get into all the Christmas charity love stuff, I'd like to take a moment to say my wife is so stupid. I was putting the guy's address into my GPS, and it's a Chinese address, and I can't read or write Chinese. So I'm putting the address in, and I asked my wife, "Can you do it?" And she's like, so first of all, I switched the GPS to Chinese. It's all because it has Chinese or English, and I switched it over to Chinese. It was all Chinese options, and she's like starts to click on it, and I'm like, okay, first of all, you're clicking the wrong things. You should click this, because I know by memory where she should be clicking. And then she finally puts in then she puts in the address, and it's like, it says it doesn't exist. And then she tries again. She's like, yeah, no, it doesn't work. And then I'm like, okay, well, I'm trying Google Maps. So I try Google Maps, and I end up finding it on Google Maps. And so I'm like, okay, I found it on Google Maps. And I'm like, well, let me try the GPS myself, because the GPS doesn't suck that bad. It's like a Toyota with a Mercedes symbol. Is that that's not a Mercedes. That taxi had a big Mercedes symbol right in the front, but I'm fairly certain it wasn't a Mercedes. So I do it myself, and I'm like writing the Chinese in by looking at the Chinese address, and I'm just kind of like copying the words straight over, like line by line. And it sucks because you got to do it really quick, because if you do it too slowly, it thinks you're finished. Because a person who could write Chinese doesn't write very slowly; they just do it quickly. And I'm doing it slowly because I'm like, anyways. So I find it, no problem. First try. It's just GPS is, oh, here it is. And I'm like, see, I found it first time. And before I even tried, I said to her, okay, I said, oh, honey, I'm going to try to find the address right now with the GPS. And I'm not doing this to spite you. I'm not doing this to embarrass you. I'm just doing it because I want you to, to figure out where you made your mistake so that you don't make the mistake in the future. Because I know often you use the GPS and you complain about how crappy it is, but maybe it's just something, So I'm gonna try. And she's like, okay. And I could tell by her okay, she was already starting to get pissed off. It was like, okay, like that, And then the first try, I find it, and I'm like, okay, see, this is where you went wrong. And then she starts getting mad, like really angry, and I'm just like, fuck are you? It's just like, holy. Anyways. So yeah, and you wanna know what her mistake was? She was putting in the district. When it asked for the street name here, she's writing in the district. Like, like I'm from Winnipeg, Canada, and the part of the city that I'm from is called St. Vital. That's like the district of the city. And then the street I would have lived near was St. Anne's Road. That's the nearest big street to where I used to live. So if my address would be like Winnipeg, St. Vital, St. Anne's Road. But the GPS doesn't ask for districts. It just says city, Winnipeg, and then it says street. So when it says street, you put in the street, St. Anne's. You wouldn't put in St. Vital, St. Anne's. So that's what she was doing. She was writing the name of the district. Every time I'd ask for street, she's writing in frickin' the district. And the street next to it, like just really long. Oh, man. We should seriously have a handicap sticker for our car. Anyways. So yeah, this is a video full of love and understanding for marriage. This is like a marriage love video because it's about a husband who lost his wife and tried everything he could to keep her, but ended up losing even more in the end because he lost his finances. But yeah, so my subscribers are awesome, and you guys gave over $3,000, and it's still rising. And what they did was they just took out some of the money for me to hand to him, and it's not even the full amount. The rest of it is already in his bank account.